We are Group 6 and our group member including Zhonghao, Shao, Yutong, and Yutong. Today we are going to present to you our policy evaluation about the active play and physical activity.
This is my part to describe the original policies and our initial analysis. We as a group choose active play and physical activity policy of Bethany Kindergarten Service as a case study sample. After reading through the whole document page, we found that they aim to provide children with an active play environment that is purely children-led, well supported and supervised by adults including educators and volunteers. The policy confirms that a commitment of Bethany Kindergarten Services to encourage children to engage in a range of physical activities, promote a healthy lifestyle, and provide opportunities for active play on a daily basis. It's worth noting that BKS services use an individual paragraph with lens to illustrate adequate supervision. In terms of how it was utilized and what sort of variables the educators need to know when the interventions had to be executed, it has provided educators as well as preschool teachers clear guidelines to follow, which I think is a significant benefit for children and early childhood teachers.
The second strength is the stakeholders mentioned in this policy. In this policy, children, families, educators, and community partners are all included, and they will all be supported to comply with this policy. The strength of it can be explained by Brunfenbrenner's ecological model. According to Hayes, children's development is influenced by a changing microenvironment. In addition to children's closest and most familiar microsystem, the family, there are other microsystems including the school and the community, which are the educators and community partners in this policy. Such policies can create a microenvironment that is conducive to children's development, enabling educators to provide personalized education and care services, families to receive support and guidance, and community partners to provide a wealth of resources and opportunities. The third strength is about the child-initiated activities. So the policy highlighted that the child-initiated active play and physical activities in many sections. The policy defines the child-initiated active play and physical activities as a play and physical activities developed by the child through exploration of the environment, equipment, and games. More specifically, the policy requires educators to routinely engage children and promote child-initiated active play and physical activities as part of the educator's plan to challenge and encourage children to explore, extend, and test limits while developing their skills. There are two strands for this guidance. On one hand, the policy ensures teachers have a clear understanding of the importance of the activities, which motivated them to find the best ways to support children and enhance the quality of the activities, ultimately help children improve their abilities. On the other hand, this guidance linked directly to Outcome 4 in the Early Years Learning Framework, which could provide many benefits to children. The framework indicated that children are curious participants in their learning. They always express wonder in their environment. Also, they can use play to investigate and explore ideas. Accordingly, create a play-based learning experience through planning child-initiated activities could foster children's curiosity and cater to their interests, and hence enable them to enhance their abilities and broaden their cognitive development. Now here comes the missing part of this policy. So the first one is about environment and place. As we mentioned, the policy lays many emphasis on the importance of child-initiated activities. However, one key message is still missing in this information related to them, which is the emphasis on the environment and places selections in the activity planning process. This is important because Wilson mentioned that educators fell through a disregard for nature resources and inattention to the development of a sense of place for the children. Because the environment is an integral part of the early childhood education curriculum. Therefore, for children-initiated activities, it is important to not only plan and provide indoor or outdoor activities on a regular basis, but also emphasize the importance of the place selection during the planning process to make educators think about the appropriate place to be used for various activities. Regarding to the reimagination of these issues, the policy could consider to say the following statements. The first one is, when planning child-initiative activities, educators could consider places that offer abundant resources, natural beauty, and a rich cultural scene to provide children with diverse learning opportunities that enable them to enhance their cognitive levels. Secondly, actively engage educators and families in children's learning process. This includes guiding educators to incorporate field trips and local culture into their curriculums, and encouraging families to participate in community activities and nature-based experience with their children.
Another drawback in the policy is its inadequate consideration of the definition of active play. In this policy, active play is only defined as play that involves using the large muscles in the body. However, in addition to the exercise of the large muscles, the exercise of the small muscles is also very important in the development of the child. According to the Early Years Learning Framework for Australia 2009, children are taking more and more responsibility for their own health and physical well-being, and they are learning to control not only the large muscles for some basic movements, but also the small muscles for more delicate movements, including dancing, performing creative movements, and participating in drama. Therefore, in the policy, we need to emphasize the importance of exercising small muscles in addition to large muscles, with corresponding rules and regulations aimed at ensuring that children are given adequate opportunities to exercise both large and small muscles in the educational environment. So a definition of active play could be reimagined as shown below. Active play includes first, large muscle-based activities that cover a range of activities including climbing, jumping, and running. Second, small muscle-based activities that cover a range of activities, including everyday tasks such as holding a pencil, writing, and pulling a zip. Active plays both children's social, emotional, cognitive, and physical development through enhancing their coordination and control over both the large muscles for basic movements and small muscles for precise movements so that they can perform increasingly complex activities.